Hey folks, it's Kat.Beanie and welcome back to another FlatCore episode. FlatCore. 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 Is it nighttime? Let's put those away. So I was on here for a little bit last night, just doing bits and bobs while I was watching shows. He died pretty easy. Although I suppose he got toasted a little bit. Alright, let's hoppity hop. See what we're dealing with. There's lots of meaty bits. Would have been nice to find some random skeletons kicking about. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, I grew some mushrooms. Because if I get some sugarcane and some water, I can make spider's eyes. Well, fermented spider's eyes. And then if I eventually get... I don't know, can I get obsidian in this world? I have no idea. What is going on? Why am I so bouncy? What the hell? Help me! Why am I jiggling? Jiggle, jiggle. Why am I jiggling? I swear to God, I am not holding the space bar or anything. What is going on here? Right, my money don't jiggle, jiggle. Right, can I walk away? Is it just this? Is this corner jiggly? Oh, it was a little. That was so weird. More snow. Great. Love that for me. Fantastic. Alright. Alright, but you guys have will, and I do want villagers eventually. Do I not have another sword? I do not. Hello, silly. You should have seen me a minute ago. I was jiggling. Right, so mostly I've just been punching these and replacing them and getting bone meal and using that to grow things. Handy to have. Although as before, I would have probably just chucked the cocoa beans away. Or just not used them. I didn't realise I could compost them. Digging streaming right now, so you ain't gonna get many viewers. That's fine. I knew she was streaming when I started. But she's streaming Java, and I'm streaming Bedrock. And she's doing hardcore, and I'm doing flatcore. They're different. Although Minecraft is as Minecraft does. Well, she's doing redstone. I don't do redstone. As evident by me not being able to put a roof on top of a lava light charge thing on the gold farm on hardcore. Yeah, that was stupid. Although I don't understand why it needs a roof. But you know, magic. Is there any way to get kelp and flat? Yeah, the wandering trader would trade for it. I need to get water first, though. What I've been thinking about doing, I don't have enough, obviously, iron to make a cauldron yet. I've only got one piece of iron. But if I can get 2 water buckets from the trader, that would be good. But I might need to dig out a lower bit down. I think I made a mistake picking this. picking this preset. But it is what it is. Can't moan about it now. No, I hate when that happens. Stupid and annoying. Cocoa beans are good. We should make chocolate. Why is there no chocolate? There should be chocolate. Okay, yeah, I think we need to start making a tunnel. I did get some dripstone, and I have one fermented spider's eye because one of the witches dropped a piece of sugar, which was good. I've got some hay bales. I've got 5 emeralds, so either I can buy like a water bucket or a tree or something from the wandering trader next time he pops around. Jump around, jump around, jump up and get in. La 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 la. Until I get water, there's not really much else I can do. Just all a bit mundane, really. I need a new sword. Little chop. I'm a little bit sneaky. I don't like super flat. Everything takes too long. Like getting a villager can be a month-long project. That's what's good about it. Like every little achievement is, you know, you have to fight for everything you have. Like especially if you don't use a bonus chest at the start. Thankfully I do. I mean, I know I like to challenge myself, but I have limits. I mean, I like a challenge, but I'm also lazy. I had one of the trainers at the gym this morning asking me if I was okay because I came off the treadmill and I sat on my ass. Because I need to obviously keep an eye on my heart rate. I just sat down for a second on the floor. Make sure I was okay before I wiped down the machine. It's like, are you alright? Do you need me to fill up your bottle or anything? I'm like, I'm good. Just got a heart condition. I'm fine. Like, please go away. Oh. Hello, Mr. Skeleton. It's not even that dark yet. Right, form an orderly queue, gentlemen. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm about to die. I'm so gonna die. Right, run away. I didn't even realize how many hearts I was on. some num-nums. It's not that dark. It's not nighttime. I don't think it's nighttime. I think it's just... Surely you can't get anything without bonus chests on Bedrock. Well, you can, but it's a lot of zombie murdering to get, you know, iron and cauldrons and water, and then killing the trader at the right time so he drops things and all that sort of nonsense. It can be done. It's just a pain in the ass to do. Potatoes. Carrots. Kick those potatoes because the trader will buy, well, sometimes they will buy baked potatoes, and then sometimes they buy hay bales, but they can only buy 2 sets of 4 baked potatoes or 2 hay bales or yada yada yada. So we'll bake those because I bought baked potatoes last time. Right, and I need a bunch of shovels. Here's one I made earlier. But we got some dripstone. I mean, I can't use it yet. I don't have any water, but got some. That's something, right? Oh, yeah. Okay. What level does water drop instead of rain? I'm googling. Level in Minecraft. Above Y90 in cold/snowy biomes. Our tigers having snow lines ranging from Y53 to Y. So I'd say this is more of a cold biome, right? Because it's got the fluffy cows. I don't know. We'll start digging down a bit, because if I do manage to get a cauldron, I need somewhere to put it that's where it's going to rain. With a set of shears, I could make a snow golem. I could make many snow golems. I mean, there wouldn't be much use for anything at the moment, but, you know, I could make them. lost basically all my gear. I had like a copper pants, a copper hat, and some leather boots, and it's all gone. That's sad. Right, we'll dig down. I think this is a cold biome, the grass is bluish. Right, so if it's a cold biome, I need to... I need to dig down below Y90. Hopefully. Surely copper equals lightning rod plus pig. Yeah, but I can't get copper until I get water. Because drown's no spawny here. But I will be so glad when we get to the stone there. Hey! Speaking of which. So Silly, have you got any plans for season 4? My plans for season 4 amount to making sure the server doesn't blow up. Those are good plans. Like those plans. Solid plans. Also cottage core communism. Because you're a cottage core girl. So long, but hopefully it works. I should maybe have brought a bed down here. Or maybe just did like a 2x2 hole down with ladders. There we go. That'll stop me getting murdered, right? Currently the server is running more than Realms, which means I am better at computers than a billion-dollar company. Yeah, Realms has been super janky. Which is annoying because we pay quite a lot for, you know, what we get. And if it's not working half the time, what is the point? Oh, but you can play together. Yeah, we can't play together if the realms don't blooming work. That's my rant over. But no. Here we go. Alright, hopefully if we get this below Y90 we'll be able to get some rain down in this hole. That's a plan anyway. It's not a good plan, it's not even a great plan, but that's what we've got. At least we'll end up with crap loads of stone, right? No, flat world. That's true. I want a watery wet hole where I can get water and not snow. Why are the shadows of the blocks circles? Anyone explain that one to me? Piece of circle. Right. They're not circles in vibrating visuals. This is vibrant visuals. Oh, no, it's not vibrant visuals, it's oh, shut up. It's actions and stuff. Adoy. So are they squares in vibrant visuals? Oh god, I really wish I had iron or diamonds or something. Or even efficiency. Oh snap. Oh, hi. Did he just jump in the hole? That's scary. Where'd he go? Hopefully there's going to be like a 2-block gap in the middle where cauldrons can go. Oh, this is going to take a while. God, I hope no phantoms spawn. I can't remember the last time I slept. It's weird, you just read out and do things that people say in chat and give them an experience. It reminds me of this old 90s show called Oh No. Nope. Nope. I'm not fixing shit. Mm-mm. Especially not that way. Silly, have you seen the new, well, not the new one, have you seen 28 Years Later? That's an experience. And related to that comment. In ways it probably shouldn't be. I need to watch 28 Days Later, and I need to go watch 28 weeks later, months later, whatever. And then you need to go watch 28 Years Later. In a manner of speaking, yeah, they did. Right, spoilers if nobody wants to learn about 28 Years Later, but at the end of the movie, there's a bunch of guys, because of when the kind of like the world ended for them, obviously nobody found out about what he did. So there's a group of Jimmies running around killing people, dressed up as Jimmy Savile. It's an experience. Honestly, you should watch it just for that bit. There is also massive schlong. This zombie guy walks around naked, and honestly, that thing could take people out. That should be classified as a lethal weapon. And my husband took our oldest to see it at the cinema. Obviously not knowing about the schlong and having to slap some hands over their eyeballs. We're only about 60 odd levels away from our goal. I need to go up and chuck some of this stuff in. You should be Jimmy Savile for Halloween. No. Oh my god! What the hell? Get in the hole, guys. Get in the hole. So many mobs. One bone. Is that all I'm getting? Has nobody had the common decency to drop any iron? How rude. let's go put some of this stuff away. Or Michael Jackson. Or I'm sensing a theme here, silly. Should just go dressed as the Epstein files. Be less conspicuous. Right. Or Donald Trump. Not everybody with orange hair is bad. Well, not orange hair. He's got an orange face. Being dressed as Epstein files would be putting yourself in a big black box to redact yourself. How does one redact themselves? Is that like one of those endings to the butterfly effect where he like eats himself out of the womb before he's born? That was kind of horrifying. I'm waiting on a phone call from my husband to find out the results of his echo. So they're wanting to see if the infection he's got has reached his heart. The doctor's been round to see him, not with the results, but he says his stats and stuff are all looking good. So he's confident it's not reached his heart, but again, we won't know until the results come back. And if it has, he might need to stay in hospital for a few weeks. Which is not fun times. But fingers crossed everything is shiny and right with the world. Like the first time he phoned me this morning, I was on the Stairmaster at the gym, and the second time he phoned me, I was in the shower. So he's getting his timings, you know. But hang on. Yeah, I think that too. Like, can we just clone him? And then, like, I don't know, put his brain in the clone, and then it'll be him. Does that work? Or like that Altered Carbon type. Altered Carbon was a weird series. You can buy new, like, skins, but for real people as opposed to game characters. And then if you're bad, they take your skin and nerf your brain. So then they can use it for the next guy. Just pick a dead person, stick him on there. Imagine your husband's head on, for example. Ugh, silly. There's some things you never want to enter your brain, and that image is one of them. Whoa, we're nowhere near there. Whoa, oh, we're making lots of stairs. Apparently they're doing stuff in Japan with like pig organs and stuff now. That's quite it's amazing to see how science like is developing quite rapidly considering. Crackle fix. Oh god, sorry. I swear to god. Stop trying to put me off my own husband. Oh, Manchu's streaming tonight on the Hardcore World, so if anybody wants to watch that, you can check out his channel on YouTube over there. Yeah, that's on the Divergence Hardcore thing, and I think Manchu is the last one standing, because I don't think Rocky's been back since the first episode. I don't know if he's alive or dead, and everyone else is dead, so... I'm a born comedian. I need a running theme. Today it just so happens to be Mr. Savile. I should never have mentioned the movie with the Jimmies. Such a well done movie, right? And then you get to the end of it, and there's that ridiculousness. Like, it just kind of... Like, I can understand the concept they were going for, but... Honestly, like, they should have just left it out and had, like, a serious bad guy. Let's speak about something more cheerful. Jesus! For a second there, I thought you were referring to like the 911 show on Sky. Like, it's a good show. But no. Obviously it's you. Of course that's not what you're referring to. Was there conspiracies on that like 9/11 was an inside job? I don't believe that. But look how much tighter obviously airport security has got everywhere. Not just obviously in America, but everywhere since then. Like I went to France without a passport when I was younger. Can't pull that crap now. It's like with Dunblane, we had one school shooting in the UK, and then like all of the school security just like tightened ass. Osama bin Laden means I can't bring Pepsi on a plane. Well, can you not bring Pepsi on a plane if you buy... Like, I don't... Like, I've only been on a plane twice in my life, and that was going to Berlin and coming back from Berlin. Can you not buy it in... Like, after you get through security? And then take it on the plane? Or do they not sell it? Only if you buy a £5 bottle of Pepsi from the airport, WHS. Yeah. That's how they get you. I do not like airplanes. My brother had to basically pin me to this seat when we went to Germany. Because I was about ready to get my ass off that chair and walk off the plane. Like, bye Martin! Have a fun trip to Germany all by yourself, despite the fact that you're only 16 and I'm your legal guardian for this trip. But bye! He probably would. His audacity is so strong, he probably would have just, like, you know, this is fine. Oh, it's getting dark and spooky. I wonder if there's going to be like a whole host of mobs up there just waiting for me. If they could all jump in the hole and die, that would be grand. I love airplanes. It's an excuse to be unreachable to phone calls for a few hours. There's also turning your phone off. That also works. I perpetually have my phone on silent because if it's important, they'll phone me. And then if I can be arsed, I will answer. But yeah, most people just text me because, you know, something, death. There's perks to being a little bit deaf, you know? Inbuilt sensory dampener. Although I still had to buy those little loop earplug things because my kids are loud. Everything is loud. Hi Blue Lushy, how's it going? Your brain is damp and squishy. It's a damp squishy brain. I'm doing okay, thanks. How are you? I'm just casually waiting on a phone call from my husband to hospital because he's getting a heart scan today, which is quite important. So we need to see how that goes. But apart from that, I am making a big hole. We need to get below Y90 so that we can maybe get rain in this world. But I still need to get enough iron for a cauldron. Right, let's go chuck some of this cobblestone away and we'll check if there's any wandering traders about as well. Na 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 flat world. Oh hi. Right. Probably. I don't see any wandering traders. Although if they were out at night, they'd probably be invisible. Let's go kill that guy and hopefully he'll give me a iron ingot. Give me some iron. Nope. Bummer. Right, let's go chuck this cobblestone away. At least we're getting lots of blocks. All the blocks. Look at how many blocks we're getting. Boom. We've got one bit of iron. We're not doing too bad. Let's go for a wee nappy nap. Ooh, it's getting nippy here. Although I do have a nice big jumper on. And some fantastic heartburn. I had my little chocolate pudding protein stuff this morning before I went to the gym. Oh, no iron ingies. And then I went to the gym and I got heartburn. And I got home and I took a Rennie and I've still got it. Just one cornetto, give it to me. I want a cornetto in my tummy. The fact that we have magic machines that turn electric signals into heart info is insane, right? Oh, and apparently I need to go for an ECG in March. It's like, oh, great, thanks. That sounds fun. Although that might be, I don't know if that's for like an actual ECG in the hospital or if that's the appointment for my heart monitor. They weren't specific. But I would just like to know why my heart goes a little bit schizo sometimes. I mean, it's sitting there, it's all fine, we're doing good, everything's shiny, and then it's just like, has a little mood swing, you know? Goes on a bender. Tries to kill me. I mean, my father-in-law was saying when he was having his heart attack, or was it my mother-in-law? It was one of them. They were saying when they were having their heart attack, their heart rate was only around 160, whereas my heart rate was over. It was about 230. Even my watch can do ECG these days, which is something. I'm not sponsored by smartwatches. Yeah, I've got a Samsung Galaxy something watch. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, I wear that in, like, specifically when I'm in the gym as well. And I've got a little pulse ox monitor that goes on my finger. Just to keep an eye on my heart rate. That's the thing, when you're at the gym and you're doing exercise, obviously your heart rate is meant to go up. So like the other day I was at the gym, my heart rate was like 160 because I was doing exercise. It's meant to do that. But it's when it stays like a high rate like that, like my doctor said like 130 and over for over 20 minutes, straight to hospital. Do not pass go, do not collect £200, do not land on free parking, just get your ass to hospital because you're having a cardiac event. And then by the time you get to hospital, or in my case, my heart rate went back down to 120. But this time I brought evidence in the form of my husband. Because, like, it feels like they don't believe you, because obviously this stuff happens, mostly at home. Like, I called for an ambulance, they said it was going to take like 2 hours. I didn't have chest pain, so it wasn't a full-blown emergency. If I had chest pain, they would have thought, oh, heart attack. But I didn't have chest pain, I just had the fast heart rate. Palpitations. I could feel it in like my throat and in my face and everything. It's horrible. One of the not so nicest things I've ever been through in my life. Not as bad as almost thinking I was going to die after I had my son, but you know, there was a certain level of calm there because, like, I'm lying there bleeding out and, like, I'm thinking to myself, well, there's nothing I can do to prevent this. If I'm going to die, at least my son's out, my son's safe, you know. My kids have got their dad. And I was just like overwhelmingly calm. But that could have also been the copious amounts of blood loss. Who knows? Diggin! Ah, thank you for the raid. I'm just chatting about hemorrhaging after childbirth and there you guys pop in. How's it going? How was YOLO? Are you still alive? How was your redstone? I don't understand why people slosh out children. Well, that's because you're a gay man who doesn't want kids. I am in a hole, so still alive. Oh, same. I'm trying to get water because it snows here because I'm so high up. So I'm trying to dig a hole so I can get rain. So that when I do have enough iron for a cauldron, I will be able to collect some water. Hopefully. That, or I'm going to trade for water buckets with a villager. That is the plan. Actually, let's go check for, not a villager, a wandering trader. We don't have any villagers yet. We've also talked about 9/11, Jimmy Savile, Chernobyl, and zombie penis. Giant zombie schlong. Honestly, 28 years later, massive zombie schlong. Let's walk around and see. I don't think there's any wandering traders nearby. Hopefully one will pop up soon. They usually pop. They've been popping up over here recently. So hopefully we'll get one soon. Yeah, it's been some interesting conversations. So welcoming guys. I hope everybody is well and shiny and all the good things. If you're not, you know, give yourself a big hug. You deserve it. And feel free to raid and run or all the other things you're meant to say when someone raids you. Why is there like a there's like a list of things you need to say after someone raids you? Like, welcome in. If you need to raid and run, that's fine. Take care of yourselves. And then obviously ask the person what they were doing. I already know what Diggin was doing. The biggest dick I've ever seen. Oh, thanks, Silly. I'm a large appendage. Go me. The largest of appendages, according to Silly. Woohoo! Upsides. I like. No, don't say that on the internet. How's it going, Tyler?
Tyler_J_Kovalska's just redeemed daily check-in.
Thank you for worshipping the haggis. We do love haggis around these parts. Oh, I was looking at some nice haggis neeps and tatties in Tesco's yesterday. When's Burns night? I forget. I think it's at the end of the month, isn't it? Like the 29th? I'm a terrible Scottish person. Right, I shall be off soonish. I have an urgent appointment with the Weatherspoons burger. With a Weatherspoons burger? Alright, okay. Lunchtime! Take off the beanie.
Tyler_J_Kovalska's just redeemed take off the beanie.
Well, I don't have a beanie on, but what I do have is a towel on my head because I just came out of the shower not that long ago, so I will take the towel off. There we go. Now my hair's all damp around my face. I could have dried it with a hairdryer, but I'm lazy. So, Diggin, what redstone stuff were you doing? I can't redeem where the beanie. Oh no, that's fine because I don't know where the beanie is. I think it's downstairs next to my jacket, but I have no idea. I need a mint. Where's my mints? Here's my mints. Oh, the heartburn is strong. I have gastroparesis and like food just flows through me at such a slow pace. It's just backing itself up. Hey Innocuous, how's it going? Welcome to my big hole. mints are great. Mints are fantastic. Love mints. I tried to make maca. Ah, Sally, thanks. I got 12 biddies. Biddy biddies. Hump day! Tom chicka wow wow. I like 'em humpy. Nice and roomy hole you got there. Yeah. It's good because apparently I'm a massive dick. So, you know, I need a big hole to accommodate myself. According to Silly. I'm trying to get under Y90 so that we can get rain. Because it snows here. And apparently it's a cold biome. And I need to get under Y90 so the snow turns to not snow. So that when I manage to get a cauldron, I can get water. It's a very slow going process. How are you guys? What have you guys been up to? Inoculus, what are you making this week? I need num-nums. Can't believe I missed your stream on Sunday. I was so bummed. Inoculus makes the best food. You can almost smell it through your screen. Although I had some barbecue pulled pork sausage rolls yesterday. They were fantastic. Ah, dig in. Thank you. Right, who all got a gifted sub? Tom Gamer MC. Oh my god. Ah, thank you guys. We reached a new subscriber thingy. Ah, Ari! Also, Nokius, it's Lixa. I think I'm saying that right. Ori, Frost Marwa, and Tom Gamer MC. Hey, free subs. Well, not so much free because Diggin had to pay for them, but thank you, Diggin. Caramelized leek and mushroom gruyere pasta with roasted chicken breast and charred Brussels sprouts. I love some charred Brussels sprouts. I'm the only one in my house that likes Brussels. Or like broccoli or stuff like that. I might make some for dinner tomorrow. Because my kids don't eat what I eat anyway. My two youngest ones, they're chicken nugget connoisseurs. My oldest is more like me. They love vegetables. They just don't love the vegetables that I love. And they like their dad's soup, which is boiled veg with no seasoning. And then he moans at me when I start putting, you know, things like garlic and paprika and, you know, salt and pepper. Well, he moans about the salt only because he can't have any. That's what happens when your kidneys don't work. I like Brussels. Lovely city. Brussels sprouts are the best, but they are so expensive here at the moment. How much are your Brussels? Like, our veg is... I wouldn't say it's cheap, but a lot of the grocery stores around here at Christmas and New Year's did lots of packaged veg for 5 pence each. Well, it was 5p each in Aldi, and it was like 15p each in like Sainsbury's and Morrison's and stuff like that. And then I think Tesco's was like 15p if you had a club card, and so that was really good. Because at least then people can sort of save their money for their protein for like Christmas and don't have to worry so much about, you know, having to try and find enough money for the veg and stuff as well. $18, right, so that's like £9. Actually, that's £9 for Brussels sprouts. £9? Are they fucking gilded? Do they prevent cancer? Did Marie Curie, like, recommend these Brussels sprouts on her deathbed? What kind of Brussels sprouts are they? I also had the burgers on pretzel buns. Ooh. What's a pretzel bun? I'd be pissed off too. You know what? They're basically just mini cabbages. Just start boiling a whole cabbage and, like, gnawing into it whole. Right? A massive grilled cabbage. There you go. Ooh, could do like a stuffed cabbage. Like open it up, sort of hollow out the middle, pack it with stuff, roast it. I need to shut up, I'm making myself hungry. You're a mini cabbage. Like Shrek, it's got layers. The layers don't seem to be keeping me warm because my hands are freezing. But that's what happens when you don't have the heating on in the house. I have one of those big hoodie jumpers. I'm going to go downstairs and put that on in a bit because I don't see the point in putting the heating on when it's just me. And I have a massive floofy jumper thing that I can wear to keep me toasty. You know? I was explaining that. Ah, thank you, Sally. You're being relatively cheery right now. It's concerning. Is that because you're buggering off to Weatherspoons and abandoning us? I was explaining that last weekend we had cheeseburgers and fries, and the burgers had big portobello mushrooms and more mozzarella cheese. Oh, I love a portobello mushroom. Plus, Portobello is just, well, not so much down the road anymore since I moved house, but, you know, it's about a half an hour drive from my house. The actual Portobello. You need blurbs so I can spend my money on noises that you won't hear. Yay! I should have one that just says doing a deaf and doesn't play a sound. Yeah, apparently if you've got kidney issues, mushrooms are really bad for you. Mushrooms, dried fruits, nuts, like any kind of nuts, not just salted nuts. It's amazing the amount of things you learn, like this is terrible for you. If you know, if you're like a regular human with working organs, then it's not so bad. It sounds really good, Tyler. How do I turn on blurbs? Is that in the settings? Yeah, which is sad because like some of my husband's like favorite things are, you know, peanuts and chocolate covered raisins and stuff. And now he can't eat them. I can show you. Yay! almost. Almost there. But apparently the toast that he gets in dialysis is fantastic. And the nurses won't tell him where they get it from. Because it's specially made for them. Because it's like low in all the stuff they can't eat, like salts and saturates and what have you. And Craig says it tastes amazing. But nobody will tell them where they can buy it. Because it's made specifically from this company that gives it to the hospital. Well, not so much gives it, but you know. So they've got like a contract or something. Why am I bouncing into a wall? Because I'm not paying attention, that's why. Right, we're gonna have a wandering trader up here. My nose is running. I don't know where it's running to, but it's running. Yeah, but he won't get toast today because they only get it in the evenings, and he's on a morning session because he just went for his heart echo. So they got him in for the echo, and then he just went straight to dialysis afterwards. Because there's no point in them, you know, going in for the echo, coming home, and then going back to dialysis. That just doesn't make any sense. God, look at all the cobblestone I've got. So at least hopefully when he gets home tonight, hopefully everything will be fine with his heart. The infection won't be in his heart. They'll just have to deal with the infection that's already there. And then everything will good. Because they also had to do an echo just to, you know, see if he was good for his kidney transplant whenever that happens. To see if his heart was strong enough. So that he can get put on the transplant list. Because otherwise, it's going to be dialysis for the foreseeable future. Because they won't risk giving a patient or doing the operation if they don't think their heart will make it through the operation. Which is a bit pants. I think if it was me, like, I don't know whether I'd take the... Because you can live many, many years on dialysis, right? But there's obviously a high risk of infection. You're immunocompromised. Obviously, you're on lots of meds. You can only drink so much. You can only eat so much. So I imagine you've really got to weigh the pros and cons of whether you'd want to risk, you know, if you didn't have like a strong enough heart, potentially not making it through an operation in order to possibly have a better outcome. Yeah, he does love the toast, Tyler. He does love the toast. Also, like 55% of you guys are not subscribed to me on YouTube or following me on Twitch. So, you know, if you're new here, feel free to whack a button. We won't judge. Well, we will, but not to your face. Maybe to your face. Hashtag disclaimer. I don't know, anybody that follows me should be judged vigorously. Hey, we've only got like 20 odd more layers to go. I need to put some proper stairs in this, but we'll do that after we've finished the hole. The things I do to get water in Minecraft. But I don't even have enough iron yet to make a cauldron to collect water, so this may all be for naught. And I need to keep checking if wandering trader is spawned because I have 5 emeralds. If he sells buckets of water, I can buy a bucket. I also have dripstone. Right, question for anybody that knows this, because I don't know this. Do you know if I have dripstone and it's dripping water into a hole, right? Will it fill like a regular hole like this with water, or does it have to be a cauldron? Because I think it should fill holes. I need some wet holes in my life. Because if that were the case, then I wouldn't need to, you know, fight with the wandering tradesman for 2 buckets of water. I could just get 1. Because I have dripstone, and then I could make the dripstone drip into a hole, and then get more water. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't think it's a thing. Kind of annoys me that it's not a thing. But if it is a thing, then, you know, that could change the whole outlook. I'm filling holes, though not with water, and not for women. Silly, a resident hole filler. You like some wet. God, this has been some random conversations today. I'm better at filling holes than the road maintenance crews in this country. That's true. That is absolutely facts. I think anybody is capable of filling holes better than the road maintenance crews in this country. Honestly, the potholes laugh at me on a daily basis. There's some in the parking lot outside. They're just like, haha, fuck you. I had to get a new tire because going over the potholes around here completely destroyed my tire. Oh, that was good that it was the last one. Do you think the rain will get down here? I can live in hope, right? Although I might just take the staircase down and put some ladders coming down, because then that opens it up a little bit more. I'll bring some ladders down with me and then just break the staircase as I come down. Some people were going around sticking like Rice Krispies and stuff into the holes. Or like trying to patch them up themselves. It's like, unless you make a spectacle of them, like, they don't get filled. And the annoying thing is, the government didn't give our county any money this year. So our county has had to cut back on lots of educational stuff, lots of transport for kids' schools, lots of additional support needs stuff. Don't stick your Rice Krispies in holes, you'll get a yeast infection. Yeah, so everyone's having a go at the council because they've had to cut back exponentially on a whole host of things. While in some like, I can see why some people are mad because they spent like 12 million on the local ski resort, which is shit. It's shit. Like, I went skiing there as a kid. It's shit. They spent £12 million to revamp that, but they've taken school transport away from disabled kids. And, like, you know, many other things. Which legally they are, you know, they legally have to provide transport for kids like my son, who goes to like an enhanced provision because it wasn't my choice to send him to that school. I wanted to send him to a different school. I didn't get to pick. If I chose to send him to a specific school, I would be responsible for his transport. But because the council picked what school he was going to, they are responsible for getting him from A to B because it's out with our local catchment area. Where you live, everyone's having a go. I won't judge, but aren't you married? What? Yeah, that's right, Sally. They're all knocking down the door to try and get a bit. Hardly. Yay, we just got like 13 more to go. Maybe 14. I might make it 89 just to be safe. I forgot to charge my phone before leaving the house. Silly sausage. Like, my husband does that. Like, he never charges his damn phone. And mine is always on charge. I think that's just the way it goes, you know? One person never does the thing, the other person constantly does the thing. Yeah, that's silly. Oh, we do not have much of this pickaxe left. But I need to go put some of this cobblestone away anyway soon. It's starting to clog up the inventory. I kind of want it to snow to see if this works. Otherwise, I've made this massive hole for no reason. I usually charge mine overnight, which, despite the news says, is actually okay to do. Yep, I do that too. And I sleep with it next to my pillow. Because, meh. Oh, Tyler, you're so funny. Oh, are we gonna get to the end of this before my pickaxe breaks? Yeah. Oh, it's still snowing. You need to be rain. I need rain. Do not fill up my hole with snow. I do not want white stuff in my hole. I will be very mad. It's so pretty. I like when it snows in Minecraft. It is pretty. Also slightly irritating, which is why I don't tend to stay in snowy biomes. Yep, let's put that away. Just in case I accidentally use it and craft something that I don't want. Alright, let's go for a nap. Anybody hear something? I thought I heard a wandering trader guy. I'm pretty sure I heard one, but I don't know where he is. There he is. You alright, mate? What do you sell? Oh, he sells pickaxes. And shit. Right, I'm not gonna buy the pickaxe, but... Right. Hay bales, I can do that. Alright, that's 2 extra emeralds for the next guy. You're pretty crap. I should have just let that guy kill you. But then I wouldn't have the emeralds. Yeah, I don't want white stuff in my... There's white stuff in our hole anyway. Yeah. Look at the audacity of this. I specifically said no white stuff. Look at it, mocking me. Just 10 more layers to go. I know, right? It was just sitting there like it owned the place. The annoying thing is I'm gonna have to wait till it snows again and then like come down here and hope that it's raining. I need to hope this works. Or I need to hope at least the next guy is selling buckets of water. menacingly. It was indeed, Tyler. This is fine. We've got a few more layers to go. And then hopefully our hole will be done. And then I'm going to take out the stairs and then put ladders in so I can get up and down. And at least that way it'll be ready if I do get a cauldron. And then I can get some water. Instead of sus snow. Although if I ever do want sus snow, at least, you know, I just need to put some cauldrons up top. But I've still only got one piece of iron on me, guys. One piece of iron. At least I now have copious amounts of cobblestone. I won't need to go mining for cobblestone for a while. Although it would be good if Minecraft had these like preset flat worlds and, you know, had natural generation down here, because look at all these layers of stone, right? Obviously that is not natural. So like if you had the stone and then you had the deep slate and then you had the bedrock with all the ores and caves and things, that would be good. I would even, right, if someone could make like maps on the marketplace that had the old style you know, the old style maps that weren't infinite. And then you could, you know, have the choice later to make them infinite, and then you get that fun sort of border around your original bit and your new bit. So I want that, but I also want flat worlds that have normal generation, structures, and, you know, underground terrain, like caves and stuff. So I want limited worlds, flat worlds with terrain and ores and whatnot. Because how good would that be? Got everything you want to do and make in the world confined to this tiny little space. Then you have to use your brain about how you're going to plan it out and where everything's going to go, and, you know, what's necessary and what's not necessary. And I am hungry. I've got some veg downstairs. I'm gonna go put it in the microwave soon. Although I'm still longing for the pulled pork sausage rolls that I had last night. Those were fantastic. Although they're from Marks and Spencer's, so they're a little bit pricey. Although it's not too bad because you can get like 3 packets or mix and match, like for £10. So that's not too bad. So I got 3 packets of them, and then I stuck 2 packets in the freezer. And I'd already had the first packet, so that was one of the packets out of the freezer that I had yesterday. Absolutely banging. We'll definitely be returning to Marks and Spencer's for those. They also have these really nice mini rice cakes with dark chocolate on them. They're great. See, I'm making myself hungry again, guys. Right, 89. I'm going to take it down to 88 just to be safe. And hopefully, next time it snows, we'll get some rain down here. Fingers crossed. I don't know if it works like that, but I'm hoping it works like that. Then it's time to make a bunch of ladders. I need about 2 stacks because this is like 100 blocks down or something. Over 100 blocks down. Is it? No, I think it's just shy of 100 blocks down actually. Right, so in the middle, let's go. Put these blocks away, get some wood, make some ladders, take these down. I might put some trapdoors around the top as well, just for the mobs, so that, you know, stuff can just fall in here and die, and I can just scoop up the goodies. Well, I don't want any wandering traders to fall in and die. I just want bad guys to fall in. Speaking of bad guys, what's up, guys? Right, let's make some ladders. Sticks. More sticks. Right, that's definitely going to be enough ladders, right? Let's go for a nap. Hi. Right, we also want some trapdoors for the for around the perimeter. The perimeter. Whoa! The fuck, mate? What a douche biscuit. Oof. Dude's trying to give my heart a workout without me asking. That wasn't very polite. One down. I wonder if this pickaxe will hold out. I like the cornery bits, they're not as annoying to take down as the long bits. Guess I'll skip all the scrap up at the bottom. There we go. Skip all the stuff. And then let's just make a little Where's my guy that shot me? I think he might have despawned. Just lucky for him. Okay. I've got patchy ladder bits all over that side as well. Didn't know they were doing that at the same time I was placing those ones over there. Why do you do this to me, Minecraft? Right, trapdoors. At least any mobs that fall down here will definitely die. Heading off to bed, night peeps. Night digging! Have a good one. Have sweet dreams. Alright. Wandering trader! Wandering trader! Eat some num-nums. Hi, guy. Okay, he buys hay bales. He sells mangrove topicals. It's not great, but there's kind of not really anything there that I want. Mangrove is such a pain in the ass to take down. Although I think I could bone meal the roots. But you know what? No, I'm gonna save them, the emeralds, and then if another guy sells water buckets, I can maybe just get two at once. The llamas are mad at me. But I don't give a fuck. Right, so I've got 9 emeralds. If he comes up with like better saplings, no, like birch or oak or cherry, I would love some cherry. Then yes, I will purchase of those, but apart from that, give me water, damn it. I need water. I'm so dehydrated. Should maybe just like wait at the bottom of this hole at night time and see if things fall in it. I've arrived at Spoons. You're continuing to play with your hole. It's a good hole. There we go. Right. Now hopefully next time it snows, I'll be able to tell if I can get water down the bottom. Fingers crossed. Pumpkins. Ow. That was a bit stupid. Alright, let's go check the other croppy crops. Because I have neglected them while I have been dealing with my hole. The thing about this is you can't protect from the snow in here. Because they need a ground surface to grow the... Cha-ching. Do I have a hole on me? I think my holes are down here. Enjoy your spoons, silly. So far, I have not met a wandering trader selling anything decent. I mean, apart from the dripstone. I'm gonna feed some pigs. Hey guys. These guys haven't been fed in a while either, but I need the wheat to trade with the villager. The trader. Just in case. Right, anyway, I'm gonna call it a day there, guys. It's been a massive hole we've built. But, you know, hopefully I'll be able to get some rain and, you know, get some water and we'll see how it goes. I will probably be playing this a little bit off camera. Just because I'm kind of addicted to it. But I'm going to go get some lunch because I am hungry. So everybody have a fantastic day. And I will catch you guys next time. Hopefully. Hopefully tomorrow. And I'll let you guys know what happens with my husband and his heart scan and everything else. But thanks for hanging out. Please remember to like, subscribe, follow, all that jazz. And we will do some more FlatCore next time. Goodbye.